Hi everyone. You can still hear some sound. Oh my god, no, hold on. I'm way too bright. There's no reason I should be this bright. You can see too much. You can see entirely too much of myself. Hold on. Let me configure the video. What is wrong with you? Hi, welcome everyone. How are you today? It's like just immediately caught off guard. How's everyone? How's your full moon going? It is currently a full moon, which is why I decided to stream today. I'm doing okay. I've had really bad asthma since I got sick. Oh my god, what is... But, I'm getting through it. Just, like, I called my doctor about it, and they're just like, here's some more meds. You'll be fine. Like, okay, sure. Sure. Oh, there it is. It's just, okay. Bring the brightness down. There you go. Darker. It can't be this bright. It's too bright. Also, I'm entirely too saturated. Bring the saturation down. There you go. Oh, that was sharpness. That's the wrong thing. There you go. That's better, I guess. How's everyone's day? I know some of you are sick. I totally feel that. Can somebody do me a favor really quick? And I tried to set up the join command. Could somebody do !join and just see if it works? I just want to see if it works. Oop. Okay, there's... I didn't... Nothing pops up. Why? I must have done something wrong. Alright, well, I'll deal with that another time. That's okay. I'll get it to work for next time. Alright, so yeah, today is a full moon. Full moons usually represent the end of a cycle, and we move into a new cycle. This is the last full moon of the year. I'm going to do a little boop. Oh, boop. Nope. There we go. Probably be better off doing a channel point redemption. Yeah, I found that Streamlabs has this whole like chat bot thing, so I'm like, I need to try that. Do I still? I still have little marks from where my glasses were when I was driving. That's funny. It's been like an hour since I was driving. Hi, Scorpy, welcome in. Maybe I'll do a little channel point redeem thing right now for what we're doing, because that would make sense. I'll make one. How do you spell cute? Hold on. That's how you spell cute? That seems complicated. That's like a really long way to spell it. I feel like you could really get the message across with Q-U-E, but you have to add another U-E at the end of it. It feels like a lot. What color is it gonna be? I feel like I just choose purple for everything. That would be a blue purple-ish. Okay. So that should be there. Yeah. So, if you want to get, oh, we already got one. Mojo's like on top of it. I did it. I'm here. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about the full moon part of it, and then we'll go into like the readings. And I have a few different card decks over here. So, something that I don't always do, but will often do is like a burning ritual. But you can also do the same thing just by reflection. A good thing to do around this time would be to be looking at the year that you just had and thinking about all of the things that you like and you didn't like, right? And in the things that you didn't like, what are the things that you don't want to take with you into the new year? The things that you don't like, habits you don't want to have, or people, or situations, or what have you, problems. What are those things that you don't want to take with you into the new year? And finding a way to, like, basically reflecting on that to be like, I think I'm done with this. And I'm ready to leave it there so that I can move forward without it bogging me down anymore. And I know it's like easier said than done, but one of the ways that people try to release things is to do a burning ritual, which would be to essentially write down, I like little post-its right here, write down the things that you want to let go of, the things that you don't want to bring it with you into the new year, and writing them all down on a piece of paper, and then burning them in a heat-safe bowl. Now I have this like little cauldron thing, you know, but you could do it in even just like a pot or something, but anything that's a heat-safe container, and then that will help release that energy out into the world so it no longer sticks around with you. But like I said, if that's not something that interests you, really just thinking about the things that have gone on over the last year, and what are the things you like that you want to bring into the new year? What are the things that you don't like that you want to leave behind? And do a little bit of Palo Santo. That like on the side, and there's just smoke everywhere. So that'll be one of the things that I'll be doing tonight. I'm just not sure 100% what I'm going to be, what's going to come up, but I thought I would share that with you. I feel like half the time when I'm doing things, I really need to like sit and reflect on it for a while. I can't just like think, I can't even just come up with stuff off the top of my head, like, oh yeah, I hate this, or I don't want that, or I don't want to do that. Like I couldn't even come up with things right this second. Okay, so Mojo, do you remember your life path number? And if so, do you have a specific question, or do you want to do a more general reading? Yay, lemon! 1 and general reading. Okay. The leader. Since you have a 1, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 1 from each of the decks that I have out right now. I feel like doing that. Whenever I have a person who has a 1, I'm like, I know you probably think, I know that Spirit probably thinks that's enough, but I don't think that's enough. I want more cards. So I'm like, well, I'm going to get you 1, but of 4 different decks. And I got a new deck to play with. Why is the sound going all over the place? Is it really that loud? The sound in these streams has been really wonky lately, so I'm trying to get it right. It'll probably be better when I can get the Bluetooth working on my computer again and have headphones. Although I don't like wearing headphones. It's very like, there's like a staticiness. Why? Weird. Why is there a staticky sound? Alright, well hopefully it doesn't bother y'all, because it bothers me. I don't know how to get rid of it. Okay, I turned down my microphone and it turned it down a little bit, so hopefully that works. Alright. Alright, let's channel into Moja. It's gone now. Yeah, I turned the microphone down, so I think that did it. It's not as bad as the last one of the last tarot streams I had where the sound was all off and I didn't even know it the whole time, so that's okay. Just learning, growing, changing. Okay. So if you'd like a tarot reading, you can claim it in the channel points, and then I'll ask you either for your birthday, your or your, like your birthday month and year, or your life path number in numerology if you happen to know it. If I've done your reading before, you probably know it, but if I haven't, then that's usually what I ask, because that's how many cards I pull for you. It's one way for me to connect more to you and your energy. These are the new cards that I got. They're called Spirit Allies. Look how cute that is. But it's like all different things. So many. Okay. So many decks. So little time. Oh. Okay, Lemon, since you're next in the queue, either if you remember your life path number, let me know. But if not, let me know your birthday and I'll calculate it. I should try to find, I bet there's a website that has it to where you could like find it on your own too. Okay. That's a lot of nice energy. Okay, hold on. Yo, cards, chill. Daddy, chill. Okay, so we have Wondrous Universe, Walk in Beauty. It's a wizard, Harry. Walk in Beauty. It's just like there's a really positive energy with this reading. We have the Prince of Pentacles here. Practical, realistic, sensuous. A practical, patient, and methodical approach to a project may be needed. These qualities may be used in order to improve your health through exercise, nutrition, and impending overland journey. I hate when that one calls me out about my nutrition. It's rude. It's like, you should take better care of yourself. Rude. Like, I don't know. Okay, then we have Ametrine. I am greater than my habits. Even though we may not think it, we all have some type of habit that we would benefit from removing from our life. Weird. Because we were just talking about that. Whether it's eating junk food or spending a little too much time on social media, there's a better substitute that we could be turning to. Ametrine is here to support you in this process of overcoming what no longer serves you and finding ways for you to channel your time and energy in more productive and beneficial ways. The hardest part is acting on change, but the universe has faith in you and will stand by the whole way. What are a few habits that I could improve upon? And then lastly, we have a rune card for Gibo. Where are the runes? There they are. Gibo. Right here. It says partnership, generosity, and exchange. I give and receive with ease. A beneficial partnership may be on your horizon. The Gibo rune comes into your life to make you aware of possible partnerships or other relationships that may be nearby. If you have a goal that you've been trying to manifest but have fallen short, perhaps the key is in sharing your gifts with another in collaboration. If you've been seeking a new relationship, be open to how you can give and receive from those around you. And then it gives you a little prompt. It says, write a short list of desirable qualities you're seeking from a partner, the gifts you could bring to a potential partnership, and what you'd like the desired outcome of the partnership to be. Fold up your list and place it under the light of the moon. Let go of any preconceptions and trust that the right person will be brought to you. That's a nice thought. I don't know if you've seen the movie Practical Magic, but every time I watch that one, it's like when she's like a little kid and she's writing all the things down that she wants her partner to be, but they're like pretty unrealistic things, right? Because she's like, he's gonna have one eye that's blue and one eye that's brown or green or something, and then like he's gonna be like amazing at flipping pancakes and have something to do with a star and like all this other stuff. And just having the faith that like that, whatever the person is that you're trying to manifest, that they will come in. For me, that's been, I think the part that's been that's taken the longest to really wrap my head around is like what I genuinely want, which I think a lot of people have a hard time with, because you get so wrapped up in what other people tell you should want or need, and eventually it's like, well, what do I want? What's gonna make me feel like loved and happy and fulfilled? And you know, because obviously you have to do that on your own. You have to become a happy person on your own. but like, what is this? What do I want? What is the relationship going to bring? Like, what does that partnership look like? What is it going to bring? Because I think in the past I've always been very like, I like expected too much of it, and then eventually I expected nothing from it because I realized, because I had a hard time like expecting anything from people, and then it was like really, well, honestly, I think that's the problem. Expectations. When you release expectations but set certain boundaries, I think that's the key. You're like, these are my yeses and these are my no's. These are my limits. But I'm open otherwise. I don't know. After the dumpster this year has been, I've needed positivity. It's crazy because I feel like at the end of every year, we feel like the year has just been awful. This year has been particularly rough for me because I had a lot of death this year. But in all negative things, there are positive outcomes. There's positive reasons, or positive things. So even like with the death of my grandma, it shifted the family dynamic, which also helped me heal a lot of family wounds that I have, and continue to work through those wounds. So it's very sad and everything, but that's also very a positive thing that came out of it. And even with like losing my dog a couple weeks ago, it's like there was a big shift in my mentality after that, where it's like, well, it's like one chapter is closing, so let's open a new chapter, Okay, Lemon, are you ready? Hi, welcome in. If you'd like a tarot reading, let me know either your life path number in numerology or your birthday month and year. Thank you for the follow. And if you have a question or you want more of a general reading, currently in line is Lemon. If Lemon's still here. Yes, Lemon. Hello. Do you remember your life path number, Lemon? I should like write them down so when I have people come in, I could just like refer to it. I don't. Okay. Do you mind telling me your birth date? Oh, it's okay, Mojo. Please go get some sleep. I hope you feel better. Okay. Lemon. Your numerology number is 8. Is it really 8? Hold on. Let me just... I mean, yeah. It's 8. Okay. 8 is... I feel like we get a lot of 8s. That's why I was like, is it 8? No, it's not bad. It's just I feel like we get a lot of them, which is why I was surprised. Like when I turned to the page where it tells me like the little synopsis of each one, I was like, it was on 8 from last time. 8 is the manager. 8 is a strong, successful, and material vibration ruled by Saturn. Ambitious, business-minded, practical, leading, authoritative, successful, courageous, accomplished, organized. Could also be tense, narrow, materialistic, or forceful. Honestly, I think that's a great one. Really like that in The Sims where it's like self-assured? That's like what I think what an 8 would be. Gross. I'm gonna grab it. Okay. And then do you have a general? Do you want a general reading or do you have a question? Like a more specific question. Let me grab this one. General. Okay. The lighting's all weird now. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna be, it's fine. Okay. All right, general reading. I'm pulling 8 from my usual tarot deck, and then I'm going to pull 1 from this new little deck and see what we get with it. Like a bonus card. Okay. Let's see what we got. The bonus card is a plant I've never heard of. Put that up there so I can have it. Oop. All right, so it's all very positive. But it starts with a negative, which makes sense because there's always that balance, right? You have to play Fortnite after this. I like how you're like, I have to. Because, okay, so it starts off with the Knight of Swords, which is just like mental anguish and heartbreak and just like feeling like it could mean like sometimes this comes up with a breakup, but really it's just like mental anguish, like feeling upset and like depressed and not quite sure what to do. But everything else is so positive, and there's a lot of pentacles here, which makes me feel like pentacles usually have to do with money. But okay, we have the Four of Pentacles, which is the Four of Pentacles, which is building wealth, financial planning, building a business, or getting like building up in a business. It could also be like being really like thinking a lot about money and being really worried about money. But we have the lady here talking about abundance. Abundance is like right there. And all I'm really seeing is like things are better than you might think that they are, or they're going to get better. So it's like this feeling of needing to shift your perspective, that just assuming things are going to work out because everything looks like it's working out. Like then we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is like new beginnings and let me see if there's anything I'm missing with this. Financial gain, material benefits, a job offer, promotion, salary increase, stuff like that. Then we have, oh, we have Queen and King energy in here. There's just a good balance. There's just a good balance. So then we have the King of Cups, tolerant, sincere, compassionate, along with the Queen of Pentacles here. Generous, patient, pragmatic. Caring for your body, your finances, your possessions. Then we have the Prince of Pentacles. He's practical, realistic, needing to, work on yourself. Take the time to do self-care. Take the time to be practical with finances, or work on yourself in general, which would mean like your mental, your physical, your emotional, all of it. And then we have the Princess of Pentacles. Studious, self-reliant, good-natured. Potential for a new creative phase. Happy news. Good news about money and investments. Property or work. I just feel like there's a lot of positivity that's just right there. It's just right there. And it's like, you have access to it, but sometimes you just have to like believe that it's there. You know what I mean? I know it feels like, it's like, if I can't see it, is it even there? But yeah. And then for the bonus card, we got this little guy. I didn't even realize there was a pattern in the background until I saw it in the light. I'm totally probably butchering the name, but Iboga, Iboga. The spirit of Iboga is letting you know that your guides want to connect with you. It's time to become fully aware, and any destructive patterns that that have been holding you back. Ugh, hold on, my words. It's time to become fully aware of any destructive patterns that have been holding you back. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. We all develop coping mechanisms in an attempt to avoid repeating or experiencing past traumas. It's time to break the cycles and heal any past wounds that are subtly or not so subtly guiding your behaviors in the present. Whew. Whew. Spend a little time each day focusing on connecting with your higher self and guides about your dreams and aspirations, especially those related to releasing self-limiting patterns. Call in and then look for support in this healing process. Keep your eye on the end goal. Envision yourself choosing to do things with new ways that support your highest desires arriving in your life. And then the journal prompt is, what destructive patterns are you aware of within yourself? This sounds like, I don't know what you're going through, but this sounds like the beginning of the healing journey. And that's something I've always been really into healing, but I didn't go full throttle into it until 2 years ago. And to start looking at, what are my limiting beliefs? What are the things you've been really working on healing lately? Yes, I love that. It's so important, and people just ignore it, but our healing is how we start to look at the world differently again. If you have a lot of traumas from when you were growing up, which most people do even without realizing it, because it would be just how your family brought you up, and a lot of times it's just, even just having family members who are like, well, I'm just trying to be realistic and I'm trying to help you, and you're not if you need to go do this and this and this, and it's well, that's for your experience. That's not a fact. That is not the only way to do something. That is not the only way to be. There are so many limiting beliefs that we acquire over time that have really nothing to do with reality. We assume that, when people are oh, I'm a realist, but being a realist is extremely difficult, because the whole okay, the glass is half full, I'm an optimist. The glass is half empty, I'm a pessimist. There's a glass. That's a realist. There's a glass with water in it. And nobody's really that objective in life. You have so many experiences that either are positive or negative. And so if you're say for instance your experience in working for a corporation is only negative, you are only going to assume that all people have a pretty negative experience because that's how you feel, that's your experience. Or if you have a lot of relationships and the people end up like cheating on you or being mean to you or whatever, then you're going to carry that into other relationships because you're just going to assume that that's how it's always going to be because you were treated that way before. But really what that is a limiting belief. It's a belief that this is how it has to be. But it's not how it has to be. There's many different ways that people experience things. There's many different ways to look at things. And healing is such a powerful journey of changing our perspectives. I think that's something that's helped a lot with my family healing has been, one, to see why they believe the way that they do by looking at like how they grew up and how they got to where they are. And the other way is to recognize that I don't have to play along with that narrative anymore. And the biggest thing that's happened for me this year is recognizing that I have choice and that I get to actually move forward in life and change and just choose on a daily basis what I want to do. And that's powerful because that's what it's like to live consciously. And even though I'm not fully doing that yet, that is something that I'm working towards and something that is really empowering because then you start to realize that the power of what you do every day is really within your own hands. And then you start to not take as much crap from people, or you start to become more solidified in yourself. I don't know. So that's lovely. All the stuff you've been through, you're at a really good time now where you can really start to like see things differently and work on things differently, and that's awesome. No problem, Lemon. I hope you're having a good, I hope everything's good. I've been really mincing my words lately, but I think Mercury is doing something weird. Okay, next. How do I say your name? Things have been okay. You know, near the I was also mentioning how like we're currently in a transition that we've been in since the beginning of 2020, an astrological transition that we've been in. That's in Sagittarius, and it's been really rough and causing us to be very reflective, which is good, but it's also really hard. And that's going to be shifting around March, where we shift into Pisces instead of Sagittarius. So that will help create new like creative energy and just a feeling of newness and being able to like do things from a lighter, like we'll be able to just feel lighter and be able to do things without feeling like, I don't know if I could do that right now. So over the next couple months, if not like at least the next month, just be kind to yourself, be gentle, be gracious, because we're moving through this transit, and by the beginning of spring, things are going to feel a lot different. So this whole year is going to be crazy. I can feel it. Like in a good way, not like a bad way. It's going to be a lot more positive. It's finally going to start to feel like we're coming out of the fog of the last few years and the pandemic and all that stuff. However, people, if you're sick, just stay home. People should not be getting sick. We should have learned something from this. Okay. off. Hi, Cold. How are you, babes? How are you doing? So good. Zanira, I think. Is that how you say your name? Is that yours, Cold? I'm going to write it down. Zanira's next. Yes. Yeah, okay. Do you know your life path number? If not, do you mind giving me your birthday, month, and year? And if you want a question or a general reading. Nine in general, okay. Okay, and while I do Zanira's, then Cold, let me know if you want a general or specific question. No problem, Lemon. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'll see you in another stream. Thank you for being here. Okay, so 9. 9 is the teacher. 9 is a tolerant, somewhat impractical, and sympathetic vibration ruled by Mars. A jack of all trades, humanitarian, sympathetic, helpful, emotional, tolerant, active, determined. Could also be financially careless, moody, bullying, overly emotional, sullen, or restless. Jack of all trades, humanitarian. Okay, 9. And then I'll pull one of these too. Little bonus card. Like 10 cards. All the cards. Okay. Oh, your bonus card is Capricorn. So we'll see what that says. Hi, how are you? Welcome in. Okay. I'm gonna have to put these over here. Okay. Well, you already got my favorite card, which is the star, which is just a lovely omen to be in. Thank you, Howard. I'm doing pretty good. How's your full moon going? Oh, rude. Okay, hold on. So things have been going well. This is for Zanira. Things have been going well, but like okay, what I'm getting is things have been going well, but you're having a hard time letting go of certain things mentally and like giving up control. Like you're, because we have mental anguish here. Like I'm like mentally in your head feeling like stuck. And then we have the Hanged Man. Hold on, I have to hide his pee-pee. Okay. Then we have the Hanged Man, who is like a need to surrender control, a need to surrender what's going on in your life and be like, you know, once you have come up with the things that you want to manifest and bring into your life, you have to let it go. You're like, you're already doing the action. I can see already, like, you're doing. Yeah, this one's for Zanira, but you've been called to sleep a lot. Usually that means that you need that rest, like a lot. Okay, let me see. Honestly, I feel like we're all going through very similar things. Okay, we have Capricorn here talking about boundaries. Establishing boundaries can be difficult, especially if you aren't quite sure where you need them. Capricorn is here to assure you that everyone needs boundaries of sorts. Creating a balance between work, your social life, and being able to decompress after a long day is a recipe for success. It's okay to be ambitious as long as you remember to stay in your integrity and not stretch beyond what is good for you. Boundaries are hard to make too. Okay, so just overall we have the Princess of Cups, very like tender, loving person. The King of Cups, very grounded and sincere. We have the Star. I hate having to cover the Star, which is just like everything joyous and bright and happy around you. We have the Seven of Swords, talking about needing to gain more information or searching out more information, needing to like feeling a need to understand and have clarity. We have the Three of Wands, searching, it's like looking out on different opportunities. Hold on, let me look at the Three of Wands again. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, your hard work begins to bear fruit, particularly in business. A good time for long-term planning. Yeah, making these plans, manifesting these things. The King of Pentacles, studious, self-reliant, good-natured. The Three of Cups, celebrating with friends, being around people and feeling that love and that joy and that energy, but needing to surrender all of the things that have been mentally holding you back, the limiting beliefs, all of that. So I hope that helps in some way. Okay, next is Cold. Cold, are you still here? A lot of times it's like, I know that for me it's a lot of like, no, it wasn't for me, but there's so much resonance and things to say. Oh, well, thank you. I mean, that's where like a lot of collective readings really do work, because we as a collective consciousness, we as a like as people, we're all going through like similar things, just on different experiences. You know what I mean? There's like different scenarios, but similar feelings attached to them. There's a lot of fight. Like there's a lot of sirens going off tonight. I hope people aren't. I can't tell if it's like police or if it's fire engines. Okay. Cold, are you still here? If not, I'll do Marlaboo. Okay, Trevor, I'll do yours after Marlaboo. Okay. So, Marlaboo, what is your either your life path number, if you know it, or your birthday month and year, and I can calculate it for you. And then if you want a general reading or a specific question. Let me calculate Trevor's. Trevor's is 9. Yours is also 9? Oh my god, we have so many 9s tonight. That's so crazy. Did we just have like 3 9s in a row? Hold on. No, we had a... That's crazy though. Is that question okay? What is this time in my life trying to show me? Yeah, that's totally fine. Okay, so 9 is the teacher. 9... Asthma. 9 is tolerant, somewhat impractical, and sympathetic vibration ruled by Mars, a jack of all trades, a humanitarian, sympathetic, helpful, emotional, tolerant, active, determined. If expressed negatively, you could be financially careless, moody, bullying, overly emotional, sullen, or restless. I just hit my vape and you coughed. My asthma's been really bad, so it makes me cough. So both you and Trevor have the same life path number. Okay. So let's see. What is this time in your life trying to show you? That's so funny because I don't know what your vape is, but I almost pulled off the card out of this deck that was for cannabis. That's really funny. I'm gonna laugh so hard if I get that one. Okay, no. But I did get unicorn, which usually talks about just believing in every magic in everyday situations. But let me read that one to you. Unicorn and cotton candy magic vibes. Magic is real. Unicorn teaches that magic is not limited to extraordinary events. Magic can be found from the moment you wake up to the moment that you let your head rest at night. Whether it's the flowers that open in your morning tea or the way that the sun shines just right before it sets, there's always magic to be found. Remain open to the mystical simplicities that are sprinkled throughout your day. Sometimes it's these little pieces of magic that can turn the hardest of days around. What are some of your favorite magical moments? All right, let's go into these. Which makes me feel like you're going to get a lot of stuff about perspectives, but let me see. Okay. So right off the bat, you've been really searching for clarity, understanding, knowledge. What you've been through has made you feel really defeated and overworked, overburdened, like you have way too much on your plate. Like your back is just like backbreaking. I feel like I haven't had any clarity. I think you're looking too much for it is the weirdest part of it. Like, because I know what you mean, because I'm the same way. Our desire for everything to make sense sometimes holds us back. You know what I mean? All right, so we start off with There's not just that stuff, by the way. There's a lot of positive here, so let me go into that too. But I really do feel like a lot of this is kind of like you're searching for something when you should be focusing on what's already there. Like you're wanting this and you're wanting that, and you're trying to like bring these things in, and you're trying to understand what's happening, but really like the answer is to be still and like, what do I have? What am I grateful for that I have? What is in front of me? From what I have now, what can I build that would bring the things that I want into my life? Instead of focusing on like, why can't I understand this? It's like, yeah. So, okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles, building wealth, like new beginnings. All aces are about like some form of new beginnings and starting over, like some sort of fresh start. So it's like building wealth, could be a new job, it could be a new career, it could be a new just a new path. Then we have the Seven of Swords, which is needing more information, looking for more information, trying to understand things, trying to Oh, thank you for the follow. Then we have the Three of Pentacles, building wealth, building skill, moving our way forward, trying to build up and find like building on our path for the future. Then we have the Prince of Cups. Hold on, let me go into him. Idealistic, empathic, romantic, someone following their heart. So I think a lot of this is like needing to follow your heart more than your brain. Because your brain is going to be like, that's not realistic, or we need to do that, or we need to do that. Because you have like limiting beliefs from your upbringing, like we all do. Every single person does. So like having that. So basically like focusing on like, what does your heart want more than your brain? Okay, then we have this Five of Swords, which is like the feeling of defeat, feeling like how am I gonna get, like, why can't I, like, why can't I just figure this out? Why can't I just have this? And feeling overworked and overburdened and like feeling like that. And then we have the Ace of Cups again. Like life is constantly like, hey, here's all these, like you literally can start a new beginning tomorrow. You don't have to wait for something to happen. The new beginnings are constantly available to you. They're just like, and this one's the cups, like it's overflowing with abundance. It's overflowing with energy. Like it is available to you. We have the High Priestess. Who is entering the stillness. So she's like tapping into the divine feminine, your unconscious, your inner wisdom, your intuition. You know, it's about not being in a rush. It's about taking time, and really like, especially over these next like 3 months is a really good time to just take that time, especially like astrologically, like I was saying. So don't feel like you need to be in a rush to get a bunch of things in the works and moving forward, and like you need to have a bunch of stuff going right now. Like slowly ease into it. Give yourself the grace to take time. Yeah. And then lastly, we have the Three of Wands. Your hard work begins to bear fruit, particularly in business, communications, or writing. A good time for long-term planning and bringing factors together. Productive ideas, long-term goals, and dreams. So like all the things that you really want to manifest into your life are going to really come to fruition when you can start to shift your perspective into like the more into the now. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. We were at a cat cafe and kept calling one of the cats a high priestess. She was so still and nice. Oh, I love that. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you. Is Trevor still here? Are you ready for your reading? I don't know what my life path number is. But would my social work? I think I already did yours. It's 9. Okay, so your life path number is 9, which is the teacher. Number 9 is a tolerant, somewhat impractical, and sympathetic vibration ruled by Mars. Jack of all trades, humanitarian, sympathetic, helpful, emotional, tolerant, active, determined. If expressed negatively, you could be financially careless, moody, bullying, overly emotional, sullen, or restless. Okay, so just general. Okay, let's see. Okay, we'll do one bonus card. Okay, our bonus card is... You got the unicorn too. Needing to see magic in every day. Needing to...
Why am I old?
Oh.
Why am I fat? I just want to address the elephant in the room. Why am I old? Why am I fat? Why am I old? Why am I fat? Why am I old? Why am I fat?
Hi, welcome in. It's nice to meet you. Thank you for the raid. I didn't even know you were like streaming. That's so cool. Welcome in. How's everyone doing? Let me give you a follow. Thank you for the follows. I was just doing Trevor's reading. That's so funny. Well, welcome in. My name is Chelsea. I do, or tragic glamour, or glam, or tragic, or whatever you want. I do Glam Squad for life. I do tarot on full moons and new moons. I do gaming on other days, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I do drag on Saturdays. Here's a little bit of my drag. So we do a little bit of everything here. So Trevor got the unicorn for the bonus card. Basically asking you to look into and to see the magic in everyday life. The things that are happening on a regular basis and that have magic. Whether it's nature or like things that happen to you. Vicky just found a new best friend. I'm assuming Vicky is an Aquarius. Okay, let me see what the cards say. Let's see. My sister's an Aquarius, and honestly, like, the fact that my sister is one changed my whole view of Aquariuses. Because before her, I only knew, like, male Aquariuses, and I was like, oh, okay. But then, like, totally changed my view. Because she was not at all like that. However, I have to look at the rest of her chart. Because really, that would make more sense. Okay. So Trevor just got a general reading. Let's see what we're at. I mean, I don't know what you've been going through, but it feels like you have felt really pulled in different directions and like you're not quite sure where to go. Like you don't... There's like heartbreak here. There's limitation, feeling like you're limited, like you're not able to like move forward properly. Like you want to let things go, but you can't, and you're not quite sure. But we do have a lot of positivity around it as well. So we have the Ten of Cups here, talking about family and okay, that was pretty on. We have the Ten of Cups here, which is like family. It could be community even, if it's for like streaming or something. But it's like family, feeling like you're finally able to be around people that make you feel like yourself and feeling really happy and joyous. We have Cernunnos, which is the devil card in this deck. Oh yeah, of course. Yeti, you'll be next in line. Okay, the Cernunnos, which is calling you to be... oh, thank you for the follow. Let me grab this, just so I don't miss anything. Where's my Cernunnos? This card usually talks about like recognizing where your responsibility lies in the things that you're doing, because like you could feel like, oh, I have to do this or I have to do that, but like recognizing where you have choices, where you are. If you hit the nail on the head, I'm going to cry. I'm crying right now. We love crying. Oh yeah, I'm live. I'm doing a full moon stream today because we have a nice full moon going on. Okay, so this is still for Trevor. We have Cernunnos. As you learn how... Okay. Great progress is possible. Take care to integrate and channel this force. Potential for abundance and liberation. Accept responsibility for your life. Learning how to be successful and creative and explore yourself and free from inhibitions and repressions that you felt. Like, I feel like, which is a similar thing to what I'm working on healing, but I feel like you feel like you're supposed to be a certain way, but you want to be this other way. And this way is still like, you need to be like this. Like, you need to be a certain way, but you're like, this doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? Because then we have like the Two of Swords, which is feeling like you're being pushed between two different paths. We have the Seven of Wands, which is like feeling like I'm overlooking, I'm waiting for the next bad thing to happen. I'm waiting for, like, I can see, like, I know something bad's gonna happen, and then like the heartbreak of it's gonna happen, right? It's gonna, like, I just know. And then we have the Six of Cups, which is healing, it's journeying, it's coming back to a certain place where you're able to see things from a new perspective, where it's like, it's this feeling of peace coming back to yourself as a person. Like you've been trying to be, I don't know if I should be scared or amazed. It's like you feel like this is basically you coming back to yourself, but you're feeling limited because it's hard to do so freely, especially if you've been wearing that mask for so long. This is why so many boomers are so angry, by the way, because they also have had to deal with this stuff and they never dealt with it. They just were like, well, I didn't get to do what I wanted to do, so you don't get to either. And it's like, no. So then we have the Five of Cups, feeling like kind of depressed about it, like you need to let go of things. But it ends with the Prince of Wands, and he is charging forward. He is like ready to start new. He's ready to lead. He's ready for that success. So really, like, the more that you become aware of these things and become aware that you have a choice in all of it and that you are able to change your life in the ways that you want to, the the faster you'll be able to charge forward into this new path. I'm scared I'm going to find out I have like 2 years left to live or something. I can't tell you that at all. There's no, I don't know if any of you are really into this stuff or not, but I don't believe that there is a person out there that can tell you that you're going to die, or that you, like I've done readings for people with stage 4 cancer, and the cards didn't even tell me that. The cards literally told this person, because I didn't know they had stage 4 cancer until after I did the reading. And I was like, you should spend more time with family. That's what all the cards said. They were like, you're here from the raid. Hi, welcome in. I've never looked into tarot cards. Yeah. Tardy. But like, people would be like, oh, are the cards going to tell me I'm going to die? Are they going to tell me I have cancer? It's like, no, they're not going to tell you that. They're pretty much going to show you where you're at in life based on your current decisions and choices. Because tomorrow you could say, I'm going to do something completely different and change my life. And it's like, all right, well, that's going to change the outcome of your trajectory, you know? Okay, who was next? Was it Yeti? Hold on. Okay, let me do that. So I come up with the life path number because it gives me right? Hold on, I need to check my math. Because it gives me your life path number, and that is one of the ways that I try to connect with the person's. There's no way that's it. Hold on. Okay, never mind. Okay. You know, that was what I originally thought, and I was like, no, it can't be that number. Whatever, it's fine. Okay, so your life path number is 1. So yeah, I pull cards based on life path numbers because I realized after I started doing tarot for a long time that I would always pull 5 cards, and then I noticed that was my life path number. So okay, I think it's you just make sure I have the cue properly. I think it's Yeti, and then it's gonna be Lady Optics. Okay, so since you have a 1, I'm gonna pull 1 from a couple different decks. So life path number of 1 means that 1 is a leader. The number 1 indicates the ability to stand alone and is a strong vibration ruled by the sun. Independent, creative, original, ambitious, determined, self-assured. If expressed negatively, you could be arrogant, stubborn, impatient, or self-centered. There's always the negatives. Okay. Sorry, you missed the coolest decade to live through. I like that all of us are just trolling each other. I'll do one of these too. You're in a really good space right now, Yeti. That's Cat. all I see is positives. Okay, we got, first of all, you got Sagittarius, which is the season that we're currently in. So you also got that next to unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. All right, let me go into Sagittarius. Read that for you. I am answering the call to explore. Sagittarius is the call to get out there. Their natural curiosity is reaching out to you, urging you to take the leap and chase after the thrills of life. Now's the time to be spontaneous and let nothing stand in the way. You're brilliant and can figure out anything out. Your energy is limitless. You just have to embrace the path of your most aligned highest self. Sagittarius is all about welcoming the unfamiliar and being open to new ways of living. Being open to be open to seeing and feeling everything in life with a renewed perspective. And then we have the Nine of Cups, which is like just like joyousness. Like, you know, he's at a dinner party, he's chilling, he's hanging with his friends, he's happy. There you are. Contentment, achievement, realization of dreams, a time for enjoyment and celebration, a rewarding emotional life. Someone maybe that's not it. Having been through difficulties in the past, now close relationships and worth abound. Any obstacles will be easily handled. Just feels like you're in a really good spot. And let's go with this one. I love Sagittarius by having no idea how to spell it. I like Sagittarius's, but really it's not gonna work for me. Okay, and then we have, I don't want to get personal in chat, but this is spot on. I love that. Okay, and then we have Manaz, it's a rune. Humankind, service, interconnectedness. We're all connected. How can you help your fellow brothers and sisters? Manaz has come into your life to ask you to examine the collective consciousness here of the Earth School. Where do you feel humankind needs healing? What can you do to deliver medicine to the whole? Being of service does not always mean directly helping others. Taking time to meditate and focusing on your own energy can be just as powerful. In helping others, we help ourselves, and by helping ourselves, we help others. We're all connected. That's probably the nicest reading I've done in a long time. It's just lovely. That was lovely. So if you're having any of those feelings sometimes that you start to feel almost like guilty or like the shoe's gonna drop at any moment, just try to enjoy where you're at right now. You know, enjoy the moment, the feeling. Because things change, but you're exactly where you need to be right now. Okay, and then we had Lady Optics. Okay, so Lady Optics, what either is your, if you know your life path number, you can let me know that, or let me know your birthday, and then if you want a general reading, or if you have a specific question. Okay. All of you are like my sister and my brother's age so far. Okay. Okay, this is another number we've gotten quite a bit today. Okay, we have your life path number is 4. 4 is the worker, practical with a love of detail. 4s are trustworthy, hardworking, and helpful, ruled by Uranus. Trustworthy, helpful, steady, logical, self-disciplined, problem-solving. If expressed negatively, you could be contrary, stubborn, or narrow. Okay. Just general. All very true. I always feel bad saying the negative ones, but like we know our negatives. What's a life hack number? So it's a life path number, and it's part of numerology, which is another form of like numerology is taking your birth date. It's like it takes the information like astrology does, but it uses like your birth date and your birth name and all of that stuff to calculate various numbers that go along with like showing you what kind of personality you would have, whether or not certain things would be harmonious in your chart together. One of the things is like your subconscious response, which is like how you react in situations that are stressful. So for instance, mine is to be very like calm and like taking care of things, whereas like my mom's is to be very aloof and to just be like somebody else will take care of it. But your life path number, there's like your life path number, there's a few of them. There is, if you're interested in looking into it, I'm sure there's websites about it, but there is an app that's really good called Numerology, and you can do your chart and anybody that you know's chart in it, and it's really cool. There's a few different like types of charts out there. You know, there's your astrology chart, your numerology chart, your human design chart, and there's probably even more than that. There's even different versions of your astrology chart, which is crazy. But as a person who tends to look too much into what kind of person I am or what kind of life I'm going to have, that tends to be a thing that pops up. My analytical trying to control it problems. Okay. Let me pull one of these as well. All right, so your bonus card was Leo. You're almost a Leo, but it's really just the energy of Leo. I create the life I want to live. Of course, yeah, Vicky, for sure. Just let me know your stuff, and I'll have you be next. Leo is daring. Leo is the daring reminder that you can create your own experience in this lifetime. Leo is a leader, giving you permission to lead your own way. You deserve the life that you've been dreaming of. The universe is rooting for and believes in you. You just have to believe in yourself. Manifesting the reality you want is creating it. Each day, imagine yourself living your best life. Take note of what you smell, taste, and how you feel at the moment. Picture your surroundings with clear detail. Let this manifestation practice work its magic as you experience the life you want to live, you want to be living, by holding the frequency of it in this present moment. What does your ideal life look like?
Bruh.
Nobody make fun. Your 30s are literally amazing. I'm 33. So I'm like 3 years off of yours. I was born in 89. Hey. Okay. None of us make fun of you. We make jokes. We are the different generations. We make jokes at each other, and then we all gang up on boomers. that's the vibe. It's a rage that we pick on for being old. Okay. So we have a king and a queen, and I'm not sure if that's specifically like you and someone else, or if it's just the energy that they're bringing in. A lot of times it is like a specific person. So we have the king, yeah. So we have the Queen of Wands, dynamic, confident, strong-willed, a calling to volunteer or do charity or working with the powers of the land. And then we have the King of Swords, who's intellectual, decisive, discriminating, positive and helpful advice, particularly like legally or financially. A need for intellectual honesty, justice, or discipline. You may need to make a decision based on facing facts and possibly making a sacrifice. But we have these two other right here. So I don't know if this is like a person or the specific feeling of the card, but we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is new beginnings, being able to like start building wealth, maybe getting a new job, a promotion, being able to like build from a new slate, a clean slate type of thing. But we have the Seven of Cups here, which is telling me that like you're worried a lot about missing opportunities, about like you're not going to take the right path, about like I just started a job and got a promotion with my old one. Hey. So we have this one. It's like, am I gonna miss out on all this stuff? But I think that, but next to that one was this one, asking you to look at it intellectually, asking you to look at it from like an outside perspective. I'm gonna pull another one because I feel like I need more information. Oh, okay. Two then. Fine. Okay. Okay, because yeah, then we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is building up more into like your practice, your skill, your wealth, all that stuff. And then we have the World. Hold on, I gotta hide boobs. Which is everything is happening as it should. It feels good. It feels right. Like things are like going as they should. So I think that the worry that you have is just fear. Because really, here's the thing. You can change your life at any time. So if things aren't working out or you don't like the path that you're on, you can change it. You can leave a job, you can leave a person, you can decide that, you know, I don't want to dress like that anymore, I want to dress like this. Like every day is a new decision. So you're good. You're doing really good. This deck is the Druidcraft Tarot deck. It's my favorite. It was the one, like I like waited for a long time to get a full-on tarot deck. The cover is gnarly right now, but because it's very loved. This is the cover, and there's so many cards in here that I just love so much. They're so pretty, especially the Lovers one. I don't know where that one is, but that one's one of my favorites. Look at the Death one even. Look at how pretty this is. It's crazy. But it's all like based on Druid imagery. That's the theme, which I felt really connected to. So I'm trying to find it. Or the Star, which is one of my favorite cards. Stupid. Have to hide her boobs. Pretend you can't see the other part either. Boom. like how it's going to be really far in here. Or this one. Look at this one. Sorry, my asthma is really bad. Sarah is wild for Twitch to your with. They let a lot of things slide. They could let that slide. Here's the levers one. It's so pretty. Okay, so next would be Vicky's, I believe. Let's see. Okay. Is it really? Okay, it's 11. I don't get a lot of 11, so I had to double check it. Okay, 11. 11 is a hard one. So the numerology goes 1 through 9, 11, and 22. Yay, I'm different. 11 can be a really hard one when you're younger. So a lot of times it reverts back to a 1 because for children it can be really hard to deal with. 11 is the giver. Number 11 is an innovator with an unmistakable streak of humanitarianism. Idealistic, intuitive, considerate, tolerant, accepting, steadfast. If expressed negatively, too dependent, oversensitive, manipulative. It's a very it's one of the ones that's very connected spiritually. Just like, not to say you aren't if you don't have that one, but people with 11s tend to be like really connected that way. Called out though. Okay. My God, this is so many cards. Okay. We'll pull one of these. Okay. Alright, so our bonus card is Aquarius. Wow. That's weird. I love that. That's cute. That's so funny. Okay, Aquarius. Oh my God, after what you just said, shut up. Okay, hold on. I am unique. I am unique. Your journey in this lifetime is literally your own, and while you may encounter others who have had similar experiences, no one else is living your life. Aquarius is here to remind you to rejoice in your individuality and the choices that you make. While some decisions may leave others confused, you know what is beneficial for you and your time here. The independent choices that you will make will lead to a community that supports you wholeheartedly and wants what's best for you. What would I like to do in the next 5 years? What is holding me back? That's so good. So good. I love that. I pulled that one recently for myself and I was like, I needed to hear that. That was so good. All right. Let's see what we got. Okay, so I feel okay. I don't know you, but what I'm getting is that things have been going pretty well, but you don't want to believe it. Like you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. You're like, this is. You're like, like you're like, what? Something's bad's gonna happen. Like, what is? But like, it's not though. So okay, we have. I say that because all right, we have the Prince of Wands, who is running towards the success and all these things that they want to accomplish, and like all this. Then we have like the Six of Wands, which is leadership, fame in a chosen field, like success. You have the Three of Pentacles, which is continuing to build on your craft and build your skill up. You have the Prince of Cups, who is more of a dreamer, who is like looking at life a little with like a romantic type lens. Then you have the Six of Pentacles, unexpected generosity coming into your life, unexpected money, or just people who tend to be more giving, or you tend to be more giving, or you've been giving a lot. Then we have the King of Swords, looking at things analytically, asking yourself to be more practical. Maybe like you feel like you've been too much in a dream state, so you've been like fighting yourself a little bit with that. Like, I need to be more intellectual. Things have been too good. So then you're like looking for the next thing that's gonna like you're like this, all of this stuff that's going well can't possibly continue. Where is it coming? Like, where's the next thing coming? And then you have which is so funny. A very human. Then we have the Magician. You're able to create whatever you want. You're not like, it's really about your mentality. So if you start to believe that something bad's gonna happen, you can't have good stuff without bad stuff happening, you are not able to, like, there has to be that push and pull, then that's what you're creating in your life. Because there doesn't actually have to be that. You can learn lessons without bad things happening, as long as you're very aware of how things are, of what's going on in your life. Like, you don't have to have a massive upheaval of things in order to learn something, when you are very aware in order to learn it from smaller things. Because, like, for instance, in life, right? Like, in 2019, I was going through a lot of stuff, and I kept ignoring it and ignoring it and ignoring it and ignoring it until eventually I fell out of my car when I was like, I parked my car and fell for some reason, like tripped on this like ledge that was like between the lawn and the driveway, and broke my finger. And I was like, oh, well, now I have to, like, great, now I have to slow down, because I just was not paying attention and I refused to listen. So it just escalated. So like, the signs will be there from the very beginning of like, hey, maybe this isn't the right path. Hey, maybe you should pay attention to this. Hey, maybe you should do this. And it's going to tell you really subtly. But if you don't listen, then it starts to amplify and it starts to get bigger. It's like, fine, you know what? I'm going to break your fucking finger. And you're just like, dude. But if you're more attuned to what's going on in life, and you're able to like either have somebody there to help call you out on things, or be able to call yourself out on things, to be like, why am I freaking out right now? I need to just relax. I need to look at this from an outside perspective. What is this trying to teach me right now? Then you can work on things without having them escalate to something bigger. So the Magician, realizing your dreams, time for action. Use your willpower and your focus to take the first steps towards achieving your purpose. Stay focused and open to inspiration. Doubt and preoccupation with self inhibit the flow of energy. Trust and let go of worries about your life and allow creative energy to flow. And then we have the Seven of Cups, just like, I'm gonna miss out on something. I already know it. I'm gonna miss out on opportunities, or like preoccupying yourself with things so you have missed opportunities. So you're just like, but you gotta release control. Hold on, I gotta hide his little peepee. We got the hanged the hanged man. Gotta release that need to control what's happening, because we can't really control life at all. We can control things that we do, but we can't control the outcome of how people receive it, or so many other things. So letting go of the need to be in control of it and surrendering to, well, this is like surrendering to the divine, but just surrendering that need to be in control. Because then we have the Four of Pentacles. Building wealth, security, financial planning. But it could also be like a preoccupation with money and being like worried about money. So really it's like the more you worry about it, the worse it's going to get, and the less you worry about it, the it's not going to get bad. It's like weird. It's weird because people don't talk about it, but yeah. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that's helpful. That's crazy. That's crazy. I forgot to ask my question and not answered it anyway. It's always like that. Tarot always tells us either what we already know or what we need to know. Like sometimes I'll even ask questions and I'll be like, tell me about this or tell me about that. And it's like, no, girl, you're not supposed to be asking about that. You're going to ask about this. We need to talk about what's going on with you right now. Don't worry about some future relationship you want to be in. We got to talk about you. We got to get you right. And I'm like, oh, okay. Fine. Sure. It's okay. Would anybody else be interested in a reading today? Or if you've had a reading, do you have any follow-up questions? Always called out by cards, honestly. Same. Honestly. God, my asthma's been... I've had this since I was born, and still I'm just like... Yeah, so today is a full moon, and if you are interested in... Oh no, asthma? I know, right? If you're interested in moon cycles, when you have a full moon, it's the time of completion. One cycle has finished, and that's usually around the time that you start to think about the things that you want to let go. So since this is the last full moon of the season, this is the best time to think about like what's gone on over the past year and what type of things you don't want to bring into the new year. Like, you're like, these are the good things that happen, but like these things, like these habits or these thought process or this person or this job or this whatever, I don't want to bring that into the new year with me. I want to start fresh. And I was saying earlier too how in astrology right now we're moving out of one transition into another around March, where it's going to turn into Pisces, go from Sagittarius to Pisces for, I think it's one of the major planet transitions. I think it might be Jupiter, but I might be wrong. I don't think it's Saturn. It's been over the past, like, it's been in Sagittarius season for the past couple of years, since 2020. And we're moving into a new, fresh season in March. And my whole body and mind has been telling me, like, everything's going to change in March. It's just not in like a major, like, life's going to be completely different, but it's going to feel lighter. It's going to feel like we're able to really start a new chapter. It's going to feel different. And so I feel, you know, if until then, at least, just spend the next month or a couple months being really gracious with yourself, focusing on what you need to do for yourself, and being reflective on the things that you don't want to bring into the new year. Focus on new things that you do want to bring into the new year. It's a whole new, fresh start. And as I tell, like, I don't know how anybody else celebrates their birthday, but usually what I do is I consider my birthday to be like my new year. So I'll have like New Year's, and I'll have certain like goals and dreams and whatever. I do all that stuff on New Year's, but I also do it on my birthday because I consider that to be like my actual new year. And then I'll go into doing tarot readings and reflections, and then just seeing like what's going on in my life at that time. And it's really cool. It's really helpful. I'll be looking more into my numerology and fucking bawling because it's so freaking accurate. I love that. I love that. It's crazy too because in numerology, the really cool thing is that they'll pull, like, where's my phone? Because I can share a little bit of mine. For example, so like this is the app I was telling you about, the numerology app. I think it costs money, but it's really cool, and you can do anybody's chart in it. So there'll be like destiny or your life path. You have your motivation number, your inner self, your expression number, and so it'll go in and it'll tell you like, so my destiny number, expression number, and motivation number are in harmony with one another. You'll have little difficulty choosing your true vocation in life. Whereas you could also have them not be in harmony. Like my mom's, I think, is not in harmony. Yeah. Your destiny number, expression number, and motivation number are at odds with each other. What you want to do may not fit what you are actually doing, and there will be constant interferences and confusion in your plans and career. It's crazy. But it's cool because it'll show you like your hidden tendencies, your karmic lessons, your challenges in life. And then each year has a different numerology attached to it. So like this year has been a number 2 for me. And it like it goes in a cycle, right? So like a 1 it goes in a cycle from 1 to 9. So 1 would be like a fresh start of a year. And last year was absolutely that for me. So then this year, it's like, sit back and be patient, receptive to ideas of others, and remain in the background. It's time for friendships and associations. Success and happiness come from being tactful, diplomatic, and cooperative in your dealings with other people. Blah, blah, blah. What is it going to say for next year? Number 3. A social, healthy year, but can bring emotional stress. Time for entertaining, traveling, promoting the self, cultivating friends. Success and happiness come from being creative and through expressing words constructively. And that's what I feel like is coming. So it's kind of crazy how it like does, I don't know. I love it. I found a website that does the life path, expression, and soul urge for free. I won't explain it to you, and holy crap, it made me cry. I love that. If you don't mind, if you don't mind sharing the website you got it from, you could post it in the chat just so other people could check it out. I'm always looking for like, because you know there's so many websites out there, I never know which ones are really going to give you anything for free. Oh, did it not do it? Did I take links out? I don't think I did. Hold on, let me check. Okay, hold on. Okay, I took it back off. So you can post it again. That's true. Oh, there we go. I'm like going through it. I want to see what it says. Oh,
Hi,
just
Chelsea. Thanks for requesting your free numerology
Whoa,
reading
weird.
at numerologist.com. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to give you a quick yet deeply revealing analysis of your unique.
Don't talk to me. It'll read it out to you. It does. It's weird. It just goes with your first name though, because if it does your whole name, then it goes into like the more in-depth part of it. Should I listen to it? You'll uncover many fascinating truths about who you are. It'll use your full name? Okay. This is cool. There's just numbers moving around the screen. You love travel, adventure, variety, and meeting new people. You possess the curiosity of a cat and long to express life to the fullest. You make friends easily, and your personality is magnetic. Am I magnetic? Unlike most, you thrive during change and not easily ruffled in times of uncertainty. You love to be involved in several different projects and activities at once. That's true. You're always on the lookout. Oh, it's going too fast for me now. Your flexibility and adaptability are a key to success. You crave freedom above all else and are willing to do whatever it takes not to be tied down. I mean, that's true. You're often accused of being too impulsive, extreme, or a wild child, but it's because you have such a vibrant free spirit. You likely experienced more in the past 5 years than many people have in their entire lifetimes. You have the rare gift of uplifting and motivating others through your rich experiences and words of wisdom. Continue to do this and you'll effortlessly achieve your life path, your full life path potential. Oh my god. This is very in-depth. At the end, if you want to dig deeper, you can buy your personal decoder for like $7. This is pretty cool. I like that it's telling you and explaining to you how it happens too. Like how they calculate it. That's fascinating. I actually didn't know how they do the letters. That's also very interesting. Very cool. Would anybody else like a reading before I close up for the night? Your life path number is 1, your expression is 11, and your soul's urge is 9. Nice. Heavy 1 and 11 energy. Let me look at 1 really quick. Because 1 is the leader. Number 1 indicates the ability to stand alone and is a strong vibration ruled by the sun. Independent, creative, original, ambitious, determined, self-assured. If expressed negatively, arrogant, stubborn, impatient, self-centered. Oh, you did get 1 yesterday. I forgot about that. That's so funny. When I was wearing all the glasses. So funny. I need to go through with the double glasses. I felt cool. I felt like I'm still doing it. I was like, I can do this. Sure thing. Yeah, just let me know your if you know your life path number in numerology, you can give me that, or you can give me your birthday, month, and year. And then if you want a general reading, or if you have a question, like a more specific question, which could be like, tell me about my love life, or tell me about my career, or tell me about, I don't know. Sorry, how'd you do it? Well, you were practically blind because of the glasses. No, I liked it. It was a good challenge. I like a challenge. Hi, Scorpy. Okay, Scorpy will be... Scorpy, what is your birthday, month, and year? And then, do you have a specific question, or do you want like a general reading? I use the birthday, month, and year to get your numerology life path number. So if you know that, you could just give me that. Okay. Oh yeah, you're a Scorpio, right? I was like, I was trying to figure out, make sure it like, okay. Okay. So your life path number is 1. Because of that, I'll probably give you a few different card from each deck. 1 is the leader. The number 1 indicates the ability to stand alone and is a strong vibration. So Nancy is also this. Ruled by the sun. Independent, creative, original, ambitious, determined, self-assured. If expressed negatively, you could be arrogant, stubborn, impatient, or self-centered. Okay. Let's see. One of those. I'm trying to just like gently lay the cards on my keyboard. One of these. I should have given Trevor a shout out when I was in here, but I usually don't get like raids when I have tarot streams, so I was like, oh my god. I was gonna do one at work, but I wanted to wait where I can sit down and actually listen. Oh yeah, that's good. Did you just get home from work, or are you just out of work? Ooh, nice. Oh, I like that sound. Okay, so I'm getting that maybe you've been it seems like you've been feeling more emotional lately. I don't know, it's this one says quiet, loss, stuff like that. Hi Laza, good morning. Sorry, I'm dying. It's fine. Okay. Let me get my other drink too. Happy full moon. Okay, we have this is really interesting. There's like multiple energies here, so let me go into it. So we'll start with Cancer. The sign of Cancer. I embrace my emotions. If you're going through an emotional stage in your life, Cancer is here to sit by your side and encourage deep release. Take note of all of the emotions that you experience daily, judgment-free. It is important to realize that we shift so much throughout the day, and that's completely okay. Welcome all of your feelings and give them the space to be heard. We're naturally fluid beings, ebbing and flowing like the tides, So expect to have times of crashing waves along with the ease of gentle shores. Through mastering the process of witnessing and letting go of emotional waves, you'll find a grounded place.
Bruh.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Okay. How long will you be on for? I've got a few things to do. We'll be back in about 20 minutes. It kind of depends on how many more readings I get. So I may or may not still be on. But I'm planning to only go for, if I do stay on for a lot longer, it'll probably be for like another hour. Okay. Then we got a black feather. Where's my feathers? There you are. Okay, so this is for Scorpy. I allow myself to heal and feel. Do you have any wounds that haven't been nurtured and healed? The black feather drifts into your life to remind you to allow yourself time to heal. The sign may also be signaling a warning of some kind. Perhaps you've gotten off track, are avoiding a change, or will be present. I don't know why I laughed just now. That was kind of weird. Perhaps you've gotten off track, are avoiding a change, or will be presented with a hardship. Be on the lookout for feathers throughout your day. Your guides that may be trying to help you navigate any sudden disturbance you may experience. So it's like if you were needing to work on healing and like there's a lot of like root chakra energy where it's like the foundation of your upbringing. Then we have discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. And we have the Seven of Pentacles, which talks about harvesting. Bearing fruit, harvesting, clearing away the old for the new. You can take a break to enjoy the results of your hard work. A relationship, project, or business that you've been nurturing may now be able to grow by itself. If the harvest isn't yet ready, the card counsels patience and a trust in the natural cycles of growth. Clear unnecessary clutter from your life. Take stock of a situation before moving forward. I'm going to pull another card. I just want to see what it says. Aww. So yeah, I think it's honestly just asking you to be, because then we have the sun, which is really positive, bright, happiness, joy, coming into yourself, like becoming like more yourself and like feeling brighter and lighter and happier about things. So I think it's just be gentle with yourself in the areas where you're still healing, and as you continue to work through it, just know that like it's okay to have those feelings. It's okay to feel. It's okay to have days where it's going to be harder than the others, because you're clearing away the old to make way for all of this joy that you're meant to have. So I hope that helps. Hi, hi Esme. Okay, then we have Sierra. Okay, then we'll do Esme after that. Okay. Let's see, Sierra. No problem, Scorpy. Okay, 12. So, Esme, all I'll need from you is either your life path number if you know it, or your birthday, month, and year, and then what kind of reading you'd like. If you want a general reading or a more specific question. Right now I'm going to do Sierra's. So you want a general reading, and your life path number is 3. Number 3 is sociable, friendly and outgoing vibration, kind, positive, and optimistic. 3s enjoy life and have a good sense of humor, ruled by Jupiter. Jovial, friendly, positive, adventurous, self-expressive. If expressed negatively, it could be extravagant, scattered, or superficial. So let's see. Oh, you know it's good when I yawn. I always yawn when I pull cards. Well, I usually do. It hasn't been recently, actually, not as much as I used to. Okay. All right, let me pull an extra card here. One of these. Okay. You also got Cancer. Okay. So, Cancer is embracing your emotions. Basically accepting that emotions are a part of life. Emotions are a part of, you know, everyone. I think as a society we've taught ourselves that like emotions are weakness, or emotions are something that we're not supposed to embrace, but to embrace these emotions and to be gracious with yourself when you're feeling emotional, it's necessary. It's a way of trusting yourself. When you because when you're constantly like, oh, I shouldn't feel this way, or I shouldn't do this, then you're like not trusting yourself. You are telling yourself that you're not supposed to be feeling a certain way. You're not supposed to, basically you're discounting your own emotions, when if you allowed them and just like sat with them for a little bit, you'd see that like, oh, I just needed to feel that right now, or I just needed to let that out. And having that grace with yourself is really important. Okay, we have what I'm getting is that like, so we have the Prince of Pentacles, looking at things from like a practical, realistic standpoint, and needing and feeling like you need to be more realistic, feeling like you need to be a certain way. And then we have the Queen of Swords, who's analytical and very logical, and everything needs to make sense. You know, it's like you can't just have things not make sense. She also talks about I need to be objective and intellectual endeavor, success in communications and whatnot. But you also have the Five of Wands, and that's like a playful but annoying tussling. It could be with yourself, it could be with people around you, feeling like you're there's just this like it feels like an internal struggle of like, I need to be this way, but something doesn't feel right about it. I think that I'm gonna pull another card. I think that when it's asking you, oh, okay, hold on. I think what it's asking you is to spend more time trying to figure out what you want and not what you think you're supposed to do or say or act or feel. Like, what is it that, like, getting in touch with who you are and what you want to build. Yeah, because it's like you'll be able to rest when you let go of needing to be in control. Because then we have the Queen of Wands, confident, strong-willed, dynamic. We have the Four of Swords, which is asking you to, like, take time to relax and find solace and renewal and relax. But then we also have the Hanged Man here, asking you to surrender to the divine and give up the need to control situations, because we can't control life. Just figured out my life path number. Will be cool to look more into it. Yeah, actually, let me find it, because there's an app that I use for it that I really like, but Nancy found this cool link that has some free stuff about it. I'm just gonna pin it, because I just realized you could do that. So hold on, let me pin it. So that's the website where they were looking into it more, and they kind of goes a little in depth about different things for free. But yeah, so I hope that, I don't know if that helped, Sierra, but I hope that it did. Okay, Esme, yours is a 7. Do you have a specific question, or do you want like a general reading? Okay, 7s. 7 is the deep thinker. The number 7 is a spiritual vibration. These people are not very attached to material things, are introspective and generally quiet, ruled by Neptune. Keywords: unusual, introspective, intuitive, psychic, wise, reserved. If expressed negatively, could be melancholy, odd, leaves too much to chance, or hard to reach. Okay, let's do, got 7 of them. Okay, we'll do a bonus one. I thought about doing these on TikTok, but honestly, TikTok's not as fun. I have done them in the past though, and they just got really crazy. There was a lot of people, or there was no people, and then people were being really mean to me for no reason. Okay, all right, you got Aries. That's fun. Aries, fire energy. Okay, the bonus card you got is Aries. I embrace adventure. Aries is an inspiration to bring creative fire to each day. With enthusiasm and drive, you can create a life that excites you to wake up. Even if your schedule is packed, think of what you can do on your off hours. Shaking up a morning routine with yoga and meditation can leave you more prepared for the day. And following up the evening with journaling or reading your favorite book is an opportunity to enjoy the sweetness in life. Ignite your confidence within by believing in yourself to create your dream life. Aries. All right, let's see what this says. This is for Esme. Ooh. We got more king and queen energy. So we start with the Queen of Cups. She's maternal, very loving, wise. We have the Nine of Wands. Hold on. Sometimes I doubt myself. Hold on. Okay. Final challenge, caution. You have emerged from a struggle but are worried that worse is to come. Remain cautious. Fear and conflict ultimately spring from within. Having been wounded, you may isolate yourself as a means of defense. Difficulty accepting your achievements. Opening up to wholeness and healing. So really it's like, you know, a lot of us, myself included, because I'm working on shifting this right now, this mentality that like things happen to us instead of us creating things. And there are things that happen to us, like, of course, like there's always things we can't control in life, and that's really shitty. But of the things that we can control and we can do and how we react to things is important because it shapes how we move about life. And a lot of times when it's that whole like manifestation thing, like if you expect something bad to happen, it's going to happen because you're manifesting it, because you believe it's going to happen. Where it's the same concept of if you believe something positive is going to happen, it's going to happen because you believe it, and so you're moving in a direction to create that. I am currently on a journey to do that over the next year, so I'll let you know how it works. I'm starting from pretty much nothing, and not nothing, but I'm starting from basically nothing, and we're gonna see how that goes. I'm gonna positively manifest everything. All right, then we have the Lord, because really that's the only card that's like has any sort of, because it's not even that negative, but it's the only one that has any sort of negativity attached to it. The rest of it is just like there's comfort, there's strength, there's wealth building, like slowly but surely, and then it ends with like new beginnings. So everything that's been building up to this point, you have a chance to really like cut ties with things that no longer serve you. There you go. And cut, and because it's like a sword, right, coming out of a person with a sword coming out of the lake, the water. You have a chance to really like let go of things that no longer serve you and move forward in this new direction. And you don't have to hold on to anything from the past anymore because it doesn't serve you and you know it. Let's see. Okay, let me know when you're back and I'll continue. Oh my god, even the Lord card is like, take control of your life and offer clear and firm boundaries to those who depend on you. Boundaries, man. Boundaries are hard. Boundaries are hard. Hi, Laza. Welcome back. Let me know if you want a reading or not. I'm just going to finish up Esme's reading. I'm just waiting for them to come back. I would love to learn how to do this. So I could just share with you a little bit about like how I got into it, because there's a lot of rules that people come up with around this kind of stuff that doesn't really work for me. For instance, there are people who have certain beliefs that like you can't buy your own tarot deck, somebody has to buy it for you, people can't touch your tarot deck or whatever. I don't usually like have such strict rules about these things. What I did was I started going to mystic shops when I was going through a really bad breakup, and I felt really called to it, and I started getting crystals, and then I started getting all kinds of other stuff. Eventually I got runes and oracle decks. Oracle decks are these types of decks, like this one, or the one where it has like the different zodiac signs in it that I brought up. It also has other cards in it, like different plants and crystals and things. So oracle decks are any other kind of deck that's not a traditional tarot deck, because the traditional tarot deck has minor arcana, like the Nine of Wands, or major arcana, like the Lord, which in regular tarot I think would have a different name. This deck is themed to be more druid-like, so it's not as the exact same as like the original tarot decks. What I did was I started getting oracle decks to play with because I felt like I really wanted to get into it, but I wasn't sure. I wanted to find a tarot deck that resonated with me, and that's not something that you always find right away. So I would suggest that if you want to get into tarot, to try to go to places where they would have tarot decks open that you could like look at, or to like look at different places online where you can actually look at the cards and stuff like that. But you want to find a deck where looking at the card you can get an idea generally of what it might be trying to tell you. So like this one, it's a man holding or somebody holding a sword coming out of the lake. Aces are all about new beginnings, so I know already it's about new beginnings. And this one's about like really cutting ties with things from the past and really like making clear boundaries and setting clear boundaries. But a lot of times you learn it as you go. There's actually a really cool deck that I got that could help you learn more about the different cards too. It's called Tarot-torial. So it's like tarot and then torial, like it's a tutorial, right? If you are interested in wanting to try like a deck but you don't know what deck to get, that's a good one, because each of the cards has all of the words of what the card means on it. So you can just pull the cards and read it, and you don't have to like have a book or anything. It's also not bad to read the book as you're going, because I have a hard time just memorizing things, you know. I have most of these things memorized, but sometimes there's information in the descriptions that might pertain to people more that I don't remember. So a lot of it is getting more in touch with your intuition and trusting it and going off of that. But I always try to consult at least to make sure I'm not forgetting anything that could be important for that particular person or for myself if I'm reading for myself. But this has helped me so much in my life over the past 10 years that I've been doing it. And I got into it a little bit before that, but I was not really as much as, so I usually just say 10 years. But if you have any questions, feel free to message me at any time. I'm down to talk about it anytime that you want to. I have plenty of decks I could recommend to you and other stuff too, so just let me know. But like I was saying, I got into it because I had a really bad breakup. So I was like reading cards like nonstop, just like, tell me what I want to know. And it's like, they're just like, I did it until it became like a new coping skill. But then eventually like it stopped because I realized I wasn't going to get the answer, you know. There you are. Hi, welcome back. But yeah, so if anybody has any questions about this kind of stuff, you'll feel free to message me. I like listening to my selections of cards to see how far I've come from the last ones I've had. That's cool too, yeah. Okay, so Esme, let me finish reading the cards that we have. We have the Lord. Yeah, Esme, I've been doing your reading for like the past few minutes or so, since before you left. But so yeah, it feels like you've been kind of waiting for something bad to happen, but we have a lot here that's talking about, like we have the Lord here, the structure needed for success, feeling a need to create more of a structure. You have here the Four of Wands, which is contentment and home. We have the Princess of Pentacles here, which is building wealth and security. We have the King of Wands, who is optimistic, resolute, inquiring, a need to express ideas, make important decisions, set goals, or seek a guiding vision. And then we have the Ace of Swords. There's like a fresh start here, ready to just like jump into, cut ties with the things that no longer serve you and jump into this fresh start. So everything that's happened before, just like now is a time to take stock of what's been happening and move forward now with a fresh outlook. Like there is no bad thing on the other side that's trying to come get you. You're ready and willing and available to start fresh. There's so much positivity. And then you also, I think, got the Aries card over here, which was all talking about jumping into, here it is, I embrace adventure and doing things that would generally make your life feel better. Like with enthusiasm and drive, you can create a life that excites you to wake up. Even if your schedule is packed, think of what you want to do in your off hours. Changing up your routine or making a routine that better fits you and what you want in life. So I think that's really nice, because it's essentially trying to empower you to see that you have the chance and the choice to make your life what you really want. Feeling comfy, yay! Well, I hope that helps a little bit. All right, let's do Laza's. Am I saying that right, by the way? Okay, your life path number is 2. 2 is the mediator and peace lover. 2 indicates the desire for harmony. This is a gentle, considerate, and sensitive vibration ruled by the moon. Diplomatic, warm, peaceful, sensitive. If expressed negatively, too dependent, manipulative, or passive aggressive. Okay. Let's see what we get. and then we'll pull a bonus card over here. I think this will be the last reading of the night, and then I'm going to do like a collective reading. So it will be one where you get to pick a pile based on you'll get to pick a pile, and then that will be like the reading that's for you. So it'll be like 3 different piles. Okay. Dropping stuff. Okay, we got your bonus card is Taurus. I'm surprised I'm getting so many of the astrological ones. There's like a ton of other cards in this deck. Taurus. I am worthy of luxury. This is stability. There is stability in taking the time to slow down and break free from a fast-paced life. After all, the human experience is largely about being able to experience the world through the senses. Taurus is here to encourage you to indulge in your favorites. Whether that's food, music, or movies, your senses are tools that connect you with the rest of the world. Use this time to open yourself up to new things and adventures as well. I am a Taurus. That tracks. Okay, and then we have the Six of Pentacles and the Lord. So the Six of Pentacles talks about either being a very generous, giving person or having a windfall of new things coming into your life. More like generosity, wealth, abundance, success. Like things are starting to really come in. And then we have the Lord, the structure needed for success, the balance of like masculine energy in your life. We have, let me go into the Lord more. Let's see what they want to tell me. Where are you at? There you are. Okay. The Lord's strong will, rational thinking, and adherence to principles must be tempered by the Lady, which is another card. So it could be a call to act responsibly, to create like new boundaries, protecting yourself, to create new structure in your life. But really, it's just, I think it's the boundaries. Do things, really this is asking you, because you have the Taurus here, asking you to take care of yourself, self-care, focus on luxury, focus on things that are going to make you feel really good about yourself, protect yourself, protect your energy. And then we have like a windfall of good things coming in, so that you're also able to generously give that out as well. There's a lot of positive energy with this. I'm gonna pull one more card just to see. Justice, yeah, finding a balance in life. Yeah. I feel like it just feels like you're at like a really secure, it feels like you're at a really secure point and you're just trying to find the balance between how things have been and where you want to go. making sure you have the boundaries up for the things that you no longer want in your life, the people, the habits, the feelings, all of that. You have tears in your... Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad to hear that it resonates. So yeah, be sure to protect yourself by putting up boundaries where you need to have boundaries. People who are not used to having boundaries with you will not like it, but they'll get over it. And if they don't get over it, then that really tells you that your boundary should probably be bigger because it's not. People who love you and accept you for who you are don't have a problem with you having boundaries because they also will have boundaries. Well, I hope that helps. Okay, I'm going to get some cards together and do a collective reading. So I'm going to pull cards into 3 different decks and put a crystal on each one, and then you'll be able to pick which deck you resonate with the most, and or which pile you'll resonate with the most, and then that will be your reading for it. So I'll read each one just to give a little extra fun stuff. All right, do 1, 2, 3. I'll pick 1 too, just for funsies. I have 4 different types of decks that I'll be using for it. So. We pick a crystal for each one. Let's see. Okay, I'll tilt the camera down so you can see as well. All right, here are the 3 different piles. This one will be pile 1 with the lapis lazuli heart. A very calming stone. Number 2 is the rose quartz heart. And number 3 has a clear quartz. So you don't have to tell me which one you pick, but pick whatever one resonates with you. If you feel really drawn to more than one, that's okay. There might be something in both that's worth hearing for you. I'll give you just a moment to pick your favorite, whatever one really calls out to you. And we'll go through and I'll read each one. So this is number 1, number 2, and number 3. So we'll move it to the side. And we'll start with number 1, the lapis lazuli. probably do it the other way. They're all gorgeous. Okay, so we have the sorry. The Eight of Swords, the White Feather, Sagittarius, and View from Above, Get the Big Picture. So the Eight of Swords is usually associated with feeling limited in life. Like these are, you feel like you're not able, like you might be stuck. You can't really move from the situation. Things are not feeling like you're able to really break free. What it's asking you to do is to get the big picture, to pull back and reflect and see what really is causing this, because you aren't actually stuck, but you believe that you're stuck. There's a limiting belief that is keeping you in a place that you're feeling stuck. So get the big picture by pulling back and reflecting on what is really going on. The white feather here, belief, divine timing, guidance. These are things are happening as they're supposed to. You're on this path to heal, to learn, to see what these blockages are so that you can break them down and move past them. We have this belief, divine timing, white feather, this like, whew, okay. It's associated with spirit. It's associated with the third eye chakra. Yes. It's not the crown, is it? No. It's about learning to trust yourself, learning to trust your intuition, becoming more in tune with like how you feel about things. And then the Sagittarius here is asking you to be more adventurous, to like really really jump into life, because you get to choose what you want in life. Sagittarius is all about like adventure and movement and travel and freedom and being able to like live life to the fullest from that mindset. And you have the ability to do that. And finding out what is holding you back, what limiting beliefs that you have that are making you stay in this mindset of I can't do something. Once you work on recognizing that, all of this will be open to you. So that's number one. Hopefully that helped. Here's number two. This is the one I picked. We'll see what if it resonates. I'm gonna be shocked. Okay, not really, but okay. We have Justice, Adventurin, Rabbit, and Valiant Course. Take action with passion. Ooh. Okay. Justice is about finding balance, like we were talking about earlier. Finding balance in life, learning to juggle multiple things, but really just juggling what you want and what you want and what you feel like you're capable of. You know, like what I mean by that is your life to this point has given you has given you all of these experiences and examples that have shown you that like this is how life goes. But like we've talked about multiple times tonight, you have an opportunity to change your life at any time, because those experiences can only show you how it goes sometimes. You know, just because something happens to someone doesn't mean that it will happen to you. It means that there are many different experiences that can happen in a certain place or mentality or whatever. So like if you are working at a job, your perspective of what's going on could be completely different than somebody else's. Anyway, finding a way to balance the healing that you're doing in life and the life that you've had before with a new life that you want to bring in. You can heal the wounds from the past and bring in all of the things that you really want to achieve and do and have in your life. I feel like I'm not making sense.
That's fine.
It's about finding balance. Then we have green adventure and happiness, opportunity, growth. There's going to be a lot more opportunities, a lot more growth, happiness. It even has like, oh, is that Aries? Aries energy, fiery energy. Yes. Okay. Then we have the rabbit. Abundance is coming to me. Yeah. Honestly, just finding balance in all of the things that you're doing, because there's so much opportunity and happiness and growth coming. There's taking action with passion. Rabbit has hopped into your life to share that good luck and abundance is available to you. This does not just mean wealth, as there are many things that one could be abundant in. Health, happiness, and the wonders of nature are all possibilities for this. You simply need to believe that you're worthy of receiving good fortune. You will discover that through this belief, more will become available to you. So open your arms wide and welcome all that is on the way. So abundance is coming. Group number 2. And then lastly, we have group number 3, the clear quartz. We have the 6 of Wands, abalone, Cancer, and distant thunder, clear the air. Ooh. As we talked about earlier, Cancer is all about emotions, getting in touch with your emotions, feeling your emotions, and not being ashamed of feeling those emotions. Being able to give yourself grace when you are feeling emotional, because shaming yourself for having emotions suppresses you more than just having the emotions to begin with. Clear the air, getting rid of anything that no longer serves you, like making sure that you are not holding on to things that are going to cause you pain in the future, making sure that you say those conversations you need to say, that you clear things out, even physically, of your house that don't feel, they're just like making you feel bogged down. Clearing the energy and clearing the air. Then we have the 6 of Wands here. Success in a chosen field, leadership, moving forward. And then we have abalone, ritual, awareness, balance. Let's see what else the abalone has to say. I find balance through ritual. The abalone shell bears a rich history of ritual, often used as a physical representation of the water element and as a vessel for burning herbs. This colorful shell also helps to balance all of your upper chakras, crown, third eye, and throat. Your message may be to seek more ritual in your daily life or to spend time balancing your upper chakras. Let the power of this tool wash over you and offer the awareness you need to decide what its message is for you. Also associated with a new moon. So you might feel a big shift coming up as the new moon comes in, which would be about 2 weeks from now. So that's group number 3. Whoop. Whoop. So I hope that was helpful. I started rambling at one point. I'm sorry about that. I do that sometimes. But that's all for today. I hope that you guys had fun. I hope that you're having a beautiful day. I'll be back on stream tomorrow. We'll be doing more Sims tomorrow, I believe. We'll be doing some chaotic 100 baby daddy, the patriarchal aspect tomorrow, so that should be fun. And on Saturday, I'll be doing drag on stream. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing, so if you have any suggestions, let me know in the Discord. Because I definitely need some suggestions. Maybe I should just do something really festive. I don't know. That could be fun. But I'm not sure what games I'll be playing. I'll probably do some sort of community stuff. Maybe even Fall Guys, because we haven't done that in a while. So, yeah, I hope to see you on one of my other streams. Let's see if there's anybody to raid at this point. Anybody doing tarot or something. Let's see. Oh, there's me. Let's see. Or we could just go to like another streamer playing games and stuff too. That always works. Actually, let's go do that. Let's do a nice little raid over to my friend Rachel, Fearless Biped. I'm not sure what they're playing, but it should be fun. Here is the raid message if you want to go over with us, and I hope that you all have a beautiful day. You love her? Yay! Perfect. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope that you have a beautiful full moon, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!